guys. I want to make the last video for tonight. I think maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I could talk about a few things. But I know when I'm in the flesh, it's an easy distraction, right? It's much easier for me to obey, I think, like I have been, to obey the Most High, but and not get in the flesh as much. But when you're fasting, man, whoever said fasting was easy is, they don't know what they're talking about, man. Fasting is hard, man, because you ain't got no distractions, and nothing you try or say or do or whatever, I mean, it ain't gonna be enough. You gotta face the music head on, and I'm trying my hardest to be quiet, but for some reason, I just feel that negative energy, that negative, low vibrational garbage off my uncle, and it's like, I don't hate him, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to be around it. I don't want to be around him, And another thing, he's into watching the dirty movies, the dirty magazines, masturbation, things like that. He's into all that stuff, and it's like, no wonder why God ain't gonna bless me, because I'm here and I have to be. I ain't got an apartment. I ain't got a house. I don't even have a job right now. So I did fill out a few applications for some summer work, but I don't know if that's gonna fall through. I don't even know if the Most High. I want to get confirmation from the Most High to see if it is okay. I work. If not, I'm gonna have to pray for a miracle in the desert, and pray for a miracle that somehow I can get these YouTube videos made. But like I said, he's got all these demonic things in his house that he's not willing to get rid of, not willing to part with. A lot of this stuff was given to him by family members, and it's like, I'm really trying my hardest to be obedient to God, and I'll tell you, sometimes it's hard, man. I want to be slid into my purpose. I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna happen, and I've been given so many warnings from the videos, dreams. If I hang around them, they're so evil and jealous. They don't want what's best for me. They can care less. They're so jealous, so evil. It's like, they're so, into themselves. They don't even care about me. I'm like the scapegoat or the black sheep in the family. It's like, I got a little brother. He's almost done with his college, but we're like 20 years apart, and he's like the favorite. I think he's around because he was supposed to be my replacement, but for some reason it never worked out that way. I still got both the parents, just like I got, my mom and dad, but my dad is like, he wants nothing to do with me, and my mom, on the other hand, she's like narcissistic, and then on his side, he got mom. You know what mom is, but then you got dad. Dad is like, he's not narcissistic, but he's like, I don't know. He's just like, I don't even know how to put words into that. But to me, he's a better father than my father. I kind of feel like, I don't know if this video is gonna be short or long. I just wanted to make another video because right now I'm going through spiritual warfare. I know what I gotta do. I gotta fast. I gotta pray. I gotta get prayed up. I gotta read the Word. I'm making this video. I want to let you guys know what's going on right now, in my life, and try to make it simple and short as possible, but that's what I'm pretty much faced with right there with what I told you. Everybody was like, oh, we need to go back and get along with everybody, and it's like, get along with what? Devils? No, that ain't gonna be. Oh, you need to keep the peace. I do. I got God's peace. I ain't got their peace, but I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to be negative or complaining, but you guys probably have your own problems too, I'll just be honest with you guys. I ain't no genius when it comes to making these videos. I'm trying, but sometimes it could be a challenge trying to figure out what to talk about, trying to come up with like what's the Most High doing in my life right now. And to me, it seems like it's just, it's, I remember watching some of those videos, and some people say you'll have a dream of dead animals, and then God will slide you into His purpose. And other people will say, uh, it's not going to be what you think it is, like a breakthrough or whatever. And then some people say, um, you'll feel like something big is going to happen. I felt that way before, but then, I backslid and messed up. And I got some scripture here. I actually want to. So sometimes I think, God, in order for God to bless me or bless any one of you, God has to remove them people out of your life, whether that's sickness and disease or death or whatever the case may be. Or in my situation, I have to get into it with them enough to where I don't want to be here no more, and I got no choice but to leave. So I got some scripture here. This is going to be part one. There's 2 parts to this. I got a bunch of scripture. So 1 Corinthians 15:33. Be not deceived, evil communication, corrupt good manners, or good behavior. I've said that many, many times before in the past. And boy, does it ever ring true, Psalms 41:9. Yeah, my own familiar friend in whom I trusted, which did eat of my bread, has lifted up his heel against me. That's a really good scripture too. You put your trust in your family, and then they let you down. They want you to distance yourself from Him and be distracted, and so they can pull on their fake love and act like they really care about you. But in the end, after you destroy your relationship with God, you ain't got nobody to run to, and that's what they want. That's what that scripture means to me. So that'll never happen. That's fantasy thinking. So Proverbs 19:4. Wealth makes many friends, but the poor is separated from his neighbor. So basically, what that means for me, a long time ago, I used to be addicted to alcohol, and I was hanging around the wrong crowd, and a lot of them people are dead today. It seemed like the only time I had money, when I had money, they were around. They wanted to be around me. And then when I didn't have no money, I was by myself. I was hurting. I didn't have no friends. And it's the same thing with this situation. Now that I have God, His protection, His blessing, His presence, His peace, everybody wants to be around me. But when I lose all that stuff, or when I get disobedient and go against God, the only thing that I don't lose is His presence. I never lose His presence. I never lose. Well, it depends on the severity, but I would think you would lose some protection. But once I repented, I would get the protection back. And as far as blessings, they come and go. But one thing I know I lose for sure is my peace, and that's what they want. They think they're so smart, but they're not. It's really the devil that's working through them. So Galatians 5:1. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Mashiach has made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. So in other words, come on, Chris, don't get angry. Don't flip anybody off. Don't be quick to anger. Don't let them get under your skin so you start complaining, and don't let them destroy your relationship with God. And I even thought about this, like, since I've been here, a couple times I've actually slept in my truck down in the desert, like I did down there. And I noticed something. It's like, I appreciate that a lot more than having a roof over my head and people talking behind my back and playing with themselves, things like that. They're not being the real person that they should be. They're being fake, being evil. But when I go back down the desert, man, I'm gonna fall in love with God like I never fell in love. And just by talking about it, just by thinking about it, I just feel that electricity blasting through my hands right now. It just makes me want to cry, like I don't even deserve it. It's like all day today, all day yesterday, and the day before, God's presence was so strong, man. Just like it almost like it just brings me to my knees. And I learned a few things about the desert too. Is I know a lot of people think this is going to be new age when I say this, but how do you increase the presence of God? How do you make semen retention more powerful? One of the ways is with these tuning forks, and I was using those tuning forks. And then you got to understand all the women that were there. It was just phenomenal. And that's what made the semen retention even stronger with the hormones going crazy. And all I had to do was exercise self-control and just cry out to God, help me, please. I don't want to mess up. And every day I got stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. The presence of God was so strong that people were actually, you could almost say they would fall over. You know, it was just amazing. But if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. More than welcome to comment down below. And like I said, I'm going to keep the videos coming. And let's see what happens, you know. So the only thing I can do is take it one day at a time. So hope you guys have a blessed night. And if you're happy to be in Jeff's stream, whenever he does, I'll be in there too.